Thank you very much, Mr. President. It's a real pleasure to be able to be here to recognize one of the real model corporate citizens in Southern California. Today, I want to honor Comcast NBC Universal for what they do not just this year, but every year with their Comcast Cares Day. It is a remarkable commitment to community and to public service. In 2014, we had the 13th annual Comcast Cares Day, and it is the nation's largest single-day corporate volunteerism effort in the United States. Comcast and NBC Universal created Comcast Care Day in 2001. And every year, Comcast and its employees and NBC Universal and its employees join community members, family members, local community groups to come together and make an impactful difference. In 2014, 95,000 volunteers contributed 570,000 service hours in a single day to improve more than 820 parks, schools, beaches, senior centers, and other vital community sites in 12 countries around the world. Since the first Comcast Care Days, more than 600,000 volunteers have contributed almost 4 million hours of service. It's just a remarkable record of community service and of partnership with our neighborhoods. I was especially pleased and honored that this year Comcast made the decision to do Comcast Cares Day in Los Angeles at Rio Vista Elementary School in the 2nd Council District. It's just in the neighborhood of the Universal Studios lot, and my staff and I were there to join them, and it was an amazing and inspiring outpouring of enthusiastic volunteerism, which was an impactful day. 450 volunteers showed up at Rio Vista Elementary School and just transformed the school. And in addition to that, the Comcast Foundation presented a $15,000 grant to purchase classroom computers. So it was really an exceptional day, just another example of what Comcast and NBC Universal do every year. And we actually have a video to give you a little bit of taste of what happened at Rio Vista Elementary that day. So if we can go to the video.
Wow, what a crowd.
Comcast Cares Day is really the culmination of a whole series of activities all year long, because Comcast cares more than on one day. We think it's the largest day of service in corporate America.
And welcome to Comcast Cares Day at Rio Vista Elementary School.
If we can lend a hand to help, it actually lifts people's spirits, it lifts their attitudes.
You see the positive messages across the different murals that we have here at this location, and just the overall inspiration for the kids to really become engaged in the opportunities that exist for them.
On one day, we're one unit, and so to be a part of the bigger Comcast family for a day is really a lot of fun.
I think it's our responsibility to help, not only help maintain the beauty of this place, but to help inspire these kids.
Transforming the school environment for kids is just a huge impact, and it makes them want to come to school every day.
I'm just beaming with joy to see how wonderful this place has been transformed in such a short amount of time.
So before we go to the presentation, I would just like to invite Pia Sadakatmal, who's the principal of Rio Vista Elementary School, to say a few words about what happened that day and how it's made a difference at Rio Vista.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Once again, my name is Pia Sadakatmal. I'm the proud principal of Rio Vista Elementary in North Hollywood. And I'm here to share the impact that that Comcast had for our school community. Armed with 400 employees, They transform our campus to this vibrant place of learning. They had volunteers painting murals and these wonderful inspirational messages, college logos, pictures, games on the ground like hopscotch. And these inspirational quotes and college logos still resonate today because kids come up to me every day and say, Miss Sada Cotmall, guess what? I'm going to UCLA. Yay, Bruins. I'm going to Stanford. I'm going to Harvard. And such a wonderful impact for our students because now they are encouraged about the importance of going to college and being ready for a career and workforce. But like Mr. Krekorian said, it didn't stop there. They donated $15,000 to our school, which will go into purchasing desktops for every single classroom, once again, reinforcing the importance of digital literacy for our students. So I am extremely, extremely touched and very grateful. I speak on behalf of the community about the wonderful lives that they've touched, our future, and really inspiring our students about the importance of education.
Mr. Krekorian, I am certain, my dear friend, that there are kids that say they want to go to USC as well.
Well, you know, you took the words out of my mouth, Mr. President. Thank you. I was going to point that out. I'm sure there's some that are interested in going to UC Berkeley as well, and as well as Stanford, I might add, too. So thank you very much, Principal Sada Cotmall, for, first of all, for your service and for those of your faculty and employees at Rio Vista, and also for helping us to get a sense of how Comcast has made such a difference. And coming to us today from Philadelphia, from the corporate headquarters in Philadelphia, I'm proud to introduce the Vice President of the Comcast Foundation, which has donated more than $16 million in grants to local partner organizations. He's the Vice President of Comcast Foundation and the Director of National Partnerships for Comcast, Mr. Fred Moss. Mr. Moss, welcome.
Mr. Krekorian, thank you. Mr. President, thank you, and council members. I just really want to thank you for allowing us to be here today to be acknowledged for all of the work that we do in communities across the country and now around the world, thanks to our colleagues at NBC Universal. And especially, it was especially touching for me to once again be here in LA this year on Comcast Cares Day with Principal Pia, all of our volunteers, lots of excited kids and parents, teachers to help transform this school and make a difference in the community. And frankly, you know, that's a belief for our company that started when our company was founded over 50 years ago. Our founder, Ralph Roberts, felt that it was very important to invest in our communities where our employees and our customers live and work, and certainly it's important to us to be a part of the LA community and do great work such as we did at Rio Vista. So thank you again for having me here today. It's an honor, and with that I'm going to turn it over to my colleague and friend Tracy Cohen from NBC Universal.
Good morning. Just echoing on what Fred said, it's an honor to be here this morning. On behalf of Comcast NBC Universal, it means so much to us to be able to give back to the community in a meaningful way. And Comcast Cares Day is just a sample of what we do locally in the communities. And it was enriching for all of us who participated in that day to be at the school the morning when the students walked in and were able to see the transformation that occurred and the reaction from the students and the parents. And we're excited to see when those new computers get rolled out into the classrooms, the impact that we're going to be able to have. And we look forward to continuing to working with the community and in Los Angeles to make our community stronger and better. Thank you.
Thank you. And when you go back,
Fred. Thank you, Tracy.
when you go back to Philadelphia, would you tell David I said hello? He's a remarkable man, and tell him that I think about him often. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Krekorian. Mr. Labange.
Thank you very much, and I was glad you talked about David Cohen, because David Cohen worked with one of the greatest Americans, Ed Rendell, who was the governor of Pennsylvania and the former mayor of Philadelphia, and also a great fan of the Philadelphia Eagles, and he has his own talk show. But it all starts with roots of where people come from, and David certainly has that. In the video there, Fred, great to see you. And Tracy Cohen has that, a former deputy mayor for James Hahn, and the great job that you did. All works together. Ron Meyer, the leader out here on the West Coast, Venice High graduate. Did you know that, Mike Bonin? Ron Meyer, Venice High. got opportunity transfer from University High, but that's another story. But anyway, it's why we do these things. And Paul, Rio Vista, a great school, and the relationship with Weddington Park is very special. But Universal, right after the fire at Griffith Park in 2007, was their whole team. And there's a whole grove of trees that are planted in Vermont Canyon because Universal, because you guys got roots. Good roots, deep roots. Thank you very much, Comcast Universal. Thank you for the Building and Safety Department to allow the new sign that says Comcast Universal. Is the fastest sign ever got up in the city of Los Angeles in this time, and we thank you for that. Good job, Comcast. Tracy, you're the one who won.
Thank you, Mr. Lamont, and thanks for the great work you're doing in representing NBC Universal as well. So on behalf of the entire City Council, I'd like to present this certificate of recognition to the extraordinary service of Comcast NBC Universal. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.